So I'm Michael Parris. I'm President and CEO of the Council for Quality Growth. And again, welcome to the 2025 Rockdale State of the County. It's a great crowd we have here today, a great venue. We love being in this auditorium, and we appreciate Rockdale County and all of the folks who work here helping us out with this and allowing us to host this terrific day. And want to thank Chair and CEO Janice Van Ness for letting us host her first State of the County address. So today is the 7th of 8 State of the County addresses the Council for Quality Growth will host this year. And we have the opportunity to bring the public sector and the business community together in this way for the county commission chairs across the metro Atlanta region. Our final State of the County this year will be on May 8th at the Assembly Studios with DeKalb County's CEO, Lorraine Cochran Johnson, giving her first State of the County. And I hope you can join us there. And our closing out our spring schedule, we have our 20th annual meet and greet on May 22nd in the plaza at Colony Square. For those of you who've ever been to this event, it's a great event. And we invite all of our elected officials on a local government level and a state level to be in one place at one time at Colony Square. It's a great party, and I hope you will join us for that. And of course, we'd love to have you sponsor that. So take a look at our calendar, and you can see a full schedule of events if you use the QR code on your name tag. So the council, as you know, is a regional organization, and our strength lies in the relationships we develop with local policy makers across Metro Atlanta, including here in Rockdale County. And our ability to collaborate with you ensures that we all have a voice in how we grow and thrive. We cannot serve our members at this high level without support of leaders like Chair Van Ness and many other elected and appointed leaders here with us today. So if you're a commissioner, if you're a mayor, if you're a city council member, a state elected local official, or an appointed official, thank you for your service. Can you let us give you a round of applause? We're also honored today to have Anna Roach with us. Anna is the executive director of the Atlanta Regional Commission. And Anna, thank you for being with us. I know we may have a couple of chairs from other counties who are probably on their way, and they should be with us shortly. So I want you to give another big round of applause for the backbone of Rockdale County, the amazing our amazing staff, our public safety personnel, and everyone who works hard for the citizens of Rockdale County. So let's please give them a round of applause. Thank you, guys. So I would now ask that you all please stand as the Rockdale County Fire Department presents colors. And after that, please remain standing as the Reverend Dr. Darrell Hall of the Way Community Church leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by his invocation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's pray. God in heaven, we thank you for today. Thank you for the gift we have and the opportunity we have to continue to serve and to give our gifts to our families, to our community, and to this county. We're grateful for the stations you've allowed us to occupy, the places of leadership and servanthood that you've allowed us to stand in, and we do not take it for granted. Help us to all be faithful stewards of our influence and resources and the people that we lead and love. We lift up our chairwoman today before you, and we ask for her and for the council that you would give them the wisdom they need to lead us in the way we should go. That you would give them a grace on the inside that makes them sturdy for the burdens they carry on the outside. And not for them only, but for every leader at every level. Give us the strength we need to serve with the right attitude and the right motives, and help us to always act in love for our neighbor. We lift up our neighbors in Rockdale, every citizen, every soul, every household, every family. every person, every business, every school, every place of worship. We lift it all up before you, and we ask your blessings upon this county. Help us to have a spirit of unity and love that reaches across the lines that separate us to unify us in a special way. And now as we gather to take note of the state of our county, may we do so with open hearts and open hands. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Hall. We appreciate that. Now, this program would not be possible without the support of our many sponsors. I want to take a minute to thank each and every one of them. Today, our presenting sponsors are Atlas and Volker. Our marketing partner is the Conyers-Rockdale Chamber of Commerce. Our resource sponsor is the Metropolitan North Georgia Water Planning District and the Atlanta Regional Commission. Our silver sponsors for this morning are Brown and Caldwell, CERM, Eastmore Development, and the United Community Bank. Our bronze sponsors are AECOM, CDM Smith, Kaiser Permanente, Precision Planning, the Collaborative Firm, United Consulting, and the United Way of Greater Atlanta. Please join me in thanking all of our sponsors. Thank you all. So now I would like to introduce the first of our presenting sponsors and welcome Todd Long, Georgia Division League of Atlas, to the podium. Todd?
Well, thank you very much. Atlas Technical Consultants is very proud to sponsor this event. 3 of my 4 kids were born here in Rockdale and lived here for years back in the 90s, and I always love to come back here and know the county very well. But we have been working with Rockdale for a number of years now, and I've got a number of staff here, if you raise your hand, particularly Brian Allen, former director of the DOT here in Rockdale, and Wayne Hill, former chairman, and Gwinnett County is here as well. But we're excited. Our firm does everything from engineering, planning, materials testing, construction inspection, right-of-way acquisition, and we've been involved in a lot of your biggest projects here in Rockdale, Courtesy Parkway, Sigmund Road, and we're excited about next phases of Sigmund as it gets going, phases 3 and 4. And so we're excited to be here. Atlas has been working with a good group here. With Brian Kelly, we appreciate you very much, and he works with us, and he's a very good client. You've got a well-run county and a county that most consultants really want to work for, which is usually not always the case, right? But you guys are a terrific place to work, and we love to see the fruit of our labors here in Rockdale. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Todd, and thank you to Atlas. Now please welcome on behalf of our next presenting sponsor, Lisa Exley, Volker, which is our next presenting sponsor, Lisa Exley, Assistant Vice President and Southeast Region Marketing Manager. Lisa?
Todd's a little tall. So are you. Good morning, everyone. We are really grateful and honored to be here today supporting the council as well as Chairwoman Van Ness. My goal was to speak less than Todd did, but he went really fast. So I'll do my best. Volker is celebrating their 100-year anniversary this year, and we're really excited about that. We've been serving municipalities and counties like Rockdale County all over the nation for 100 years. We have actively been working with Rockdale County for the last 10 years, and we are really grateful to continue that work. We're really excited to hear about Chairwoman Van Ness's outlook for the future and all of the things that Rockdale County has going on. I want to thank Brian Kelly for your support of Volker and the continued work that we get to do with you. It's been really great to work in the county and part of the communities. I had a chance to live here about 10 years ago, and it's really been a pleasure to watch how much growth has happened and how much has changed in Rockdale County, which was much needed. So we appreciate your support, and we look forward to hearing from Chairwoman Van Ness.
Thank you, Lisa. So next on our program, we will hear from the Metropolitan North Georgia Water Planning District. Of course, as we all know, good water conservation and infrastructure investment It's critical to quality growth. So here to give us an update on water here in Rockdale, please welcome Danny Johnson, Managing Director of Natural Resources for the Atlanta Regional Commission. Danny?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Michael, for that kind introduction, and special thank you to Chair Van Ness for this opportunity to speak about one of our most critical resources, water. For those of you who may not be familiar with the Metropolitan North Georgia Water Planning District, we are proud to be one of the only major metropolitan planning entities in the country with more than 100 local jurisdictions actively implementing a long-term comprehensive water management plan, one that is not only required but enforced. The collaboration provides a strong, unified foundation for our region to grow, thrive, and responsibly manage our precious water resources. Metro Atlanta faces a unique challenge. Our region has one of the smallest available water supply sources of any major metro area in the country. That's why the work of the Metro Water District is so vital. Our mission is to ensure that we have sound, forward-thinking plans to meet the water needs of today and tomorrow. As we plan for these unexpected changes in our world, from aging infrastructure and surges in industrial growth, like what we're seeing here in Rockdale County, to increasingly frequent extreme weather events, our job is to help local governments stay ahead of potential disruptions. That's why it's so important to be here today to share and celebrate the visionary leadership of our member jurisdictions and the positive impact that they have on this community. Right here in Rockdale County, Rockdale Water Resources exemplifies this commitment. They've not only laid the groundwork for the future with their comprehensive water and sewer 2040 master plan, backed by $3.8 million in federal grants, but they've also invested in cutting-edge technology to benefit the citizens of Rockdale County. The countywide implementation of advanced water meters empowers Rockdale Water Resources to provide proactive customer service, quickly address leaks, and eliminate those unwelcome surprise bills. The dedication to excellence is further demonstrated by Rockdale Water Resources' extraordinary achievements. An 18th consecutive platinum award for the Geese Mill Water Treatment Facility, and gold and platinum awards for all 5 of their wastewater treatment facilities is one to be applauded. These accomplishments are not only impressive, but they are essential, and they reflect a deep commitment to planning, stewardship, and partnership. Once again, thank you to the council for this opportunity to share our work and to highlight some of the work that's happening here in Rockdale County, and to Chair Van Ness for your leadership on the Metro Water District Board and the ARC Board. I look forward to a great event and even greater future for our region. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny. The ARC and the Water District do great work and are great partners for all of us across the region, so thank you. Danny's here for all 8 of these, or somebody from ARC, so I appreciate it. So now I'd like you to please welcome Jennifer Rutledge, Director of Legislative Affairs and County Clerk for Rockdale County. Jennifer.
Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm Jennifer Rutledge, and I serve as the Director of Government Affairs and as the County Clerk for Rockdale County. I would first like to take a moment to acknowledge the elected officials in the room. If you are an elected official, would you please stand? Thank you all so very much. Rockdale County is fortunate to have Post 1 and Post 2 commissioners that work in the best interest of the citizens of Rockdale County. Both commissioners hold space to meet the needs of the residents and business owners of our community and go far beyond the part-time role of commissioner. First, I'd like to introduce Post 1 Commissioner Tawanya Smith. Commissioner Smith was first elected November 2024 and took office in January 2025. Commissioner Smith, with a passion for environment and a goal to see the vision of a more beautiful Rockdale County, came to fruition, she has taken on the task to become the Conyers-Rockdale Beautiful Council member. Just in her first term, Commissioner Smith is making an impact, and we look forward to what she has in store on this journey. Please join me in another round of applause for Post 1 Commissioner Tawanya Smith. I would like now to recognize Post 2 Commissioner Dr. Doreen Williams. Commissioner Williams was first elected in November 2024 and took office in January 2015. She is currently serving her third term as Post 2 Commissioner and is regarded as the #1 advocate for mental health reform in Rockdale County. Among her passions, Commissioner Williams is the model for collaboration and cooperation with the work taking place in the Stepping Up initiative. Please join me in another round of applause for Post 2 Commissioner Dr. Doreen Williams. Both commissioners are proud Rockdale residents and continue to have a strong commitment to improving the quality of life for those who call Rockdale County home. Thank you both so much. At this point, we would like to welcome to the stage Director of Public Relations, Melissa Mims.
Good morning, Rockdale. My name is Melissa Mims, and I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our student speaker, Ms. Ryan Rakestraw. Ryan is the beautiful and amazing daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Richard Rakestraw and the best big sister to her brother, Drew. She is a senior scholar attending Rockdale Magnet School for Science and Technology, where she has maintained a GPA of 4.7. Yes. She has represented Georgia as the representative of the National Consortium for Secondary STEM Schools and competed and placed 4 times at the State Science Fair. In addition to her academic achievements, Ryan is a member of the Marching Bulldog Color Guard and Winter Guard and the Voices of Rockdale High School as the morning announcer. She serves as the Magnet Camera Club president, a member of the Black STEM Student Union, the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta. She's a former member of the Rockdale Youth Leadership alumni and a Girl Scouts member. In her free time, she interns in the Human Resources Department and enjoys traveling, watching movies, painting, and building Legos. In the fall, Ryan will attend Howard University. Please help me welcome our youth speaker, Miss Ryan Rakestraw.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ryan Rakestraw. I'm 17 years old, and up until the age of 8, I'd only known one US president. I'd only ever seen an administration with an African-American president who looks like me, with daughters not much older than I was at the time, and a family that looked like mine. This was my first introduction to government. I may be biased, but I'd say it was a great one. Seeing this in real time gave me a valuable perspective. I could one day be the president of the United States. Last November, I was able to watch many of my classmates vote. I could not. I found myself wondering and asking how they felt after completing their civic duty. It got me thinking how we are the future of our county. However, I found myself back where I've started. 10 years later, I witnessed history being made in Rockdale County with an all-female board of commissioners. Now, no longer wanting to be president, I aspire to work in the White House one day. I may be far from that point as I stand here today, but I believe it's important to understand government and, by extension, our community as youth. This year especially has solidified my love and interest in political science and journalism. I want to be a representative of the communities I find myself a part of, a woman, an African American, and of course, a student. Being a voice and standing up for my community is essential to politics. I admire those in my community who've come before me, but I recognize that as a young student, it is my unique position to speak up and fulfill my duties, just as I would for every other community. You may say young adults don't know what they want. We may just be kids, but we want leaders to actively involve us in decision-making and offer opportunities for our voices to be heard. Young people want leaders to be competent, compassionate, and authentic, who prioritize issues that directly impacts our lives, education, and environment, and of course, job opportunities. We want leaders who can effectively address community issues and deliver positive outcomes. We want leaders who represent all voices in the community and strive for a more unified and inclusive society. We want leaders who can make effective decisions and take bold actions to address pressing issues. It might not be obvious, but I plan to attend school and major in journalism at Howard University. Of the long list of reasons why, my most significant one is that I have reiterated through this speech. Community, a word that speaks for itself. It's where you come from. It's a culture you're a part of. Someone once told me, the most valuable thing to a person has is their voice. Thank you, Director Mims, for allowing me to share my voice. I've discovered that I would rather report on and amplify stories not often heard. I would want people to know that Rockdale County may be small in stature, but big in its love for community. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you all. I'm truly grateful.
Our future is bright. At this time, please help me welcome our Chief Operating Officer to the stage, Chief Sue Sanders.
Thank you all for being here today. I'm Sue Sanders, the Chief Operating Officer for Rockdale County. It is my honor to welcome you to the 2025 State of the County Address. This moment represents not just where we are, but where we're headed and who is leading us there. Chair and CEO Janice Vaness is no stranger to public service or to results. With more than a decade of service as an elected official, including 2 terms as a Rockdale County Commissioner and as state senator for Georgia's 43rd District, she has earned a reputation as a principled leader who turns vision into policy and policy into impact. Her leadership reflects a deep understanding of the challenges and opportunities facing the region and Rockdale County. As both an entrepreneur and an advocate for fiscally responsible governance, she works to advance solutions that stimulate economic growth while safeguarding the interests of taxpayers. Chairwoman Vaness is actively shaping a more balanced and prosperous Rockdale. Her commitment to strong intergovernmental relationships reflects a collaborative approach to leadership, one that prioritizes shared goals and collective impact. Beyond politics, she is the founder of Peachtree Academy, demonstrating her long-standing investment in education, community, and family-focused values. Chair Vaness is also a wife, mother, sister, daughter, and a friend to many of you. And she was born and raised right here in this great county. Please join me in welcoming to the stage your Rockdale County Chair and CEO, Janice Vaness.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on.
Good morning. It is with great excitement that I welcome you to Rockdale County's 2025 State of the County Address. It is truly humbling to see all of you here this morning, and I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. I want to thank the Council for Quality Growth, all of our sponsors, and everyone who made this event possible today. I would also like to recognize and thank my fellow board members, Commissioner Tawanya Smith and Commissioner Doreen Williams. I am incredibly proud to serve with these dedicated and passionate commissioners. Together, we are making history as the first all-woman Board of Commissioners in Rockdale County, and I am so grateful. This moment is not just symbolic. It is a reflection of our shared commitment to progress and responsible leadership. We are focused on ensuring that Rockdale County government serves with integrity, transparency, and to the citizens of our community, making sure that we're accountable. Thank you to all of the Rockdale County elected officials, our directors, and our leadership, and their teams who demonstrate their passion for customer service and excellence in our community. Government service is not just a job, but it's a calling. And so at this time, if you're a Rockdale County employee, will you please stand so we can celebrate you? I also want to take time to thank my family, especially my husband Ken, my sisters and brothers, and all those who support me and encourage me and keep me going each and every day. Your belief in me means the world, and it has encouraged me to hear citizens in our community give their feedback and be responsive to our meetings and different events in the community. I also want to express my deep gratitude to those citizens for taking the time and the investment of their energy to make our community better. I also want to thank them for the dedication of sharing their voices, their words, and their encouragement along the way. We have fought for supporting lower taxes, truth in government, and quality infrastructure that will fuel the work we do not just now, but in the future. We also hear you and are committed to being responsive, truthful, and delivering results that you deserve. It is with immense gratitude and a deep sense of purpose that I stand before you today as your commission chair and CEO. This moment's especially meaningful to me, not just as an elected official, but as someone who grew up right here in Rockdale County, went to school at Flat Shoals Elementary, Edwards Middle School, and Heritage High School. I was raised by a woman who embodied the heart and soul of this community. And last November, you, the citizens of Rockdale County, spoke for the need for change in leadership. And I'm proud to say that I get to serve all of you. So, Rockdale County is not just ready, we are set. S for sustainability, E for economic development, and T for transparency. We are not waiting for change. We are creating it. We are not just dreaming of progress. We are delivering it. And we're not just a county, we're a community on a mission. Today marks the beginning of new opportunities and new horizons. This administration is setting the standard for Rockdale County's future. Sustainability isn't just about green space or managing water. It's about making choices that balance progress with preservation and development with intentional, thoughtful planning. That's why we're happy to be partners with the Council for Quality Growth. We're also investing in smarter infrastructure, from clean water upgrades to improved roadways and stormwater management. We're preparing our county for the challenges of tomorrow. Rockdale County aspires to be a premier destination to live, work, and play. And with that desire in mind, it's important that we recognize that our infrastructure is the backbone of our community. This infrastructure means better opportunities for economic development, improved quality of life, and a sustainable future for our community. We're proud of the work of Rockdale Water Resources. This year, the department has been working hard to update the county's water infrastructure. The department has successfully replaced over 2 miles of sanitary sewer lines throughout the county, which enhance our reliability, protect public health, and lay the foundation for infrastructure advancement. We're also proud to have water and sewer capacity to sustain us well into the future. Our water treatment system has the capacity to process 22.1 million gallons of water per day, and the average system demand is only 54%. Likewise, our wastewater treatment plant can process 11.77 million gallons a day, which averages about 52% of the full capacity. To improve customer service, Rockdale Water Resources will implement a new software. This program will enhance customers' continuous water usage for possible leaks and analyze those leaks for first response to help save damage to their home. They will also introduce the water leak insurance program to help mitigate high water bills. And most excitingly, for the 18th consecutive year, the Georgia Water Association has awarded RWR the Platinum Award for compliance of 100% with the Safe Drinking Water Act. This is exciting news for Rockdale County citizens and businesses. The department has also received several platinum and gold awards for our wastewater treatment plants, and we are honored to be the recipient of such prestigious awards. Now that we have addressed what's under the ground, we can turn our thoughts to what is above the ground. We know that our roadways are an area of concern, and we're working diligently to ensure your safety. Through the Rockdale Department of Transportation, the SPLOST, which stands for the Special Purpose Local Option Sales Tax, which is the 1 penny that you pay at the register when you shop in Rockdale, so we encourage you to do that. But this SPLOST funding allows us to do the full reclamation pavement program, which repaves roads in our community. This is being used right now to revitalize Old Covington Road from Gee's Mill to Shady Grove Park. And last week, I was able to go out in the field with Director Brian Kelly and see progress in action. We were able to see the work being done on Hole Road, Walker Road, and Daniels Bridge Road. They're now complete, and our contractor will turn their efforts onto different roads in our community that have been waiting for progress, and that is Bethel Road, Old Parker Road, and Frontier Drive. These projects are ongoing and expected to be completed before the end of June. But RDOT is also preparing for resurfacing through the Local Maintenance Improvement Grant and SPLOST resurfacing. The department is working diligently to make our existing roadways more comfortable to travel on and for more sustainability in our community. In addition to improving infrastructure, we also offer parks and recreational amenities that are second to none. Wheeler Park, which is centrally located in our community at 1400 Parker Road, has been the destination where many have come to enjoy the playground as well as the walking paths and the trail system and relaxing outdoors. The park has been enhanced further with the addition on the right side of the property, which we refer to as the lawn. New amenities have been added for our citizens to enjoy, and they include a sports field, a 9-hole disc golf course, pickleball courts, beach volleyball courts, a new playground, and a pavilion with an amphitheater. So there's plenty to do at the lawn at 1400 Parker Road. But this spring, we're also going to add a skate park and a splash pad for children. With the partnership with the City of Conyers, we're able to work collaboratively and bring great amenities to our community, just like the skate park. And we thank the city for their efforts and partnership. We're also proud of our Parks and Recreation Department and the lives that they touch through adult and youth programs. The department has launched the Silver Sneakers program to benefit members who are 65 and older. And we're excited to highlight the youth basketball team, who are the Georgia Recreation and Parks Association 10U 6 Class A champions. Our Parks and Recreation Division has been so busy that they've also hosted several district competitions. But this year in March was the first time the department hosted a statewide competition and athletic tournament. This is exciting for our community because it brought hundreds of people into our community that were able to spend the night in Rockdale County, shop in Rockdale County, and eat in Rockdale County. And we especially appreciate those dollars at the register that are spent. So we're very grateful for those opportunities. Thriving economies are built on innovation and investment. When communities grow, opportunities multiply, and prosperity follows. Economic development is more than numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about people. It's about the single mother finding a good job right here at home, or the entrepreneur opening her first storefront in downtown Conyers. And what about the high school graduate stepping into a career without stepping out of our community? Rockdale has welcomed new industries and forged stronger partnerships with local businesses, and we're attracting smart growth. That helps create jobs, respects our environment, and honors the character of our county. Serving in my first term as chair and CEO of Rockdale County, I have a vision in mind for a vibrant and thriving community. Along with my fellow colleagues on the Board of Commissioners, we have a shared mission to enhance the quality of life for all residents by fostering a safe and inclusive environment that embraces sustainable growth, preserves our legacy, and provides exceptional public service. Our citizens and businesses will be excited to know that we are working to streamline operating expenses while aligning grant opportunities with revenue enhancements. That will help us realize a more reasonable tax rate and help provide financial relief for taxpayers in Rockdale County. During this administration, we're working to rewrite the Unified Development Ordinance. That will help us ensure smart growth in Rockdale County and provide and promote sustainable, environmentally friendly, and responsible growth that focuses on creating a well-designed community that strikes the right balance between conservation of natural resources, the quality of life our residents want, and collaboratively working for the better good of our community. Through that collaboration and partnership, we are creating One Rockdale, a community where unity drives progress. And Rockdale County is also becoming more collaborative with our partners like the City of Conyers, Rockdale County Public Schools, the Development Authority, Conyers-Rockdale Chamber of Commerce, and the Rockdale Economic Development Council, as well as Piedmont Rockdale Hospital. And to all of our partners, a round of applause for your efforts in making Rockdale stronger each day. As an example of our collaboration, a data center campus spanning 1 million square feet with an investment potential of over $800 million is under construction right now. Their efforts were led through the Conyers-Rockdale Economic Development Council and the Development Authority in partnership with government. They are scheduled to be finished by this November, and we look forward to working with DC Blocks as our new partner in business. This project will use the most advanced techniques and sustainable efforts like low sound technology and a closed-loop water circulation system, which is important for citizens to know in this community because they'll only need about 275 gallons of water when they start their program there. That's important because that technology means we're not wasting thousands of gallons every day. So we love to partner with companies that are sustainable and have a good outcome for our community. Our goal is to build a Rockdale that is a premier destination to live, work, play, and visit. By nurturing a dynamic environment that supports tourism, attracts new businesses, and drives economic development, we are working to create a community where opportunity and growth thrives, and together we are laying the foundation for a future full of promise and prosperity. In order to foster economic development and to relieve some of the tax burden for Rockdale County citizens and businesses, it's imperative that we also invest in ourselves as a county. Not only do we want to be a premier destination for businesses and attractions, but we also want to be able to offer top quality services to our residents and stakeholders. The new judicial complex and administrative complex will consolidate services into a unified location for better navigation of our facilities and provide better security and safety for our visitors, staff, and employees. The progress on this project is being made every day. They're currently on target with the complex scheduled to be completed in the third quarter of 2026. The complex will boost economic development by offering a central location for our community, and services will be centralized, attracting businesses and jobs to the area will also be enhanced, as well as increasing foot traffic to the shops and restaurants in Old Town. It will also provide green space and a pedestrian-friendly design that will encourage cycling and walking. The Rockdale County Department of Transportation has been working with the Georgia Department of Transportation to modernize Rockdale County's roadways. Construction is underway right now with the Courtesy Parkway project. And at this time, utilities are being relocated and the area is being cleared to prepare for construction. The project is estimated to be completed in the fourth quarter of 2027, and it will provide greater access to our largest commercial district. And I might add that Old Covington Highway is starting revitalization of the road, Dogwood Drive, and that is an important area because we know how much everybody loves to shop in Rockdale, and we are excited about that. It's probably been one of the projects I've heard the most about, so I know that people will be pleased to have that road repaired quickly. Another premier project that's important for our connectivity to surrounding areas is the I-20 at State Route 138 interchange. We received over $76 million in state and federal funds, and currently the initial phase is in progress with utility work and moving of earth to help accommodate construction. While this work is essential for the future of our economic development, we are committed to keeping the community informed every step of the way. During my campaign in my first months in office, I advocated for transparency. Transparency with our citizens, transparency with our businesses, and transparency with our staff. But transparency isn't just a buzzword, It's a commitment, and it means showing up, being honest, and inviting our community into the process. Transparency builds trust, fosters accountability, and empowers the residents in our community with the very truth that they deserve. Truth doesn't always mean you're going to get the answer you want, but we promise to be responsive and have access to information that you need. We have created one link on our website where you can do open records requests, and we've made it so much easier to get the very information that you're interested in. That's why we've also launched new digital tools for civic engagement, like our Rockdale County app. So look for the Rock GA, because that will give you access to many different departments in our community and the ability to pay for things like your water bill. We've increased public access to meetings and made government spending more visible and accountable than ever before. In an effort also to increase transparency and interaction with the community, the Board of Commissioners meeting schedule was improved to include town hall meetings. These are the third Tuesday at 6 p.m., and these meetings provide an opportunity for our citizens to engage directly with me and my colleagues. This initiative reaffirms our commitment to transparency, ensuring that community stakeholders have ample opportunity to participate in discussions with us. We will continue to have these open formats and present town halls as well as open forums for key projects in our community. We want to foster a governmental environment that is trustworthy, personable, and accessible. This administration has activated several citizen committees. These committees are comprised of people in our community who are not only passionate, but they're also knowledgeable about the subject matter. Their commitment has proven to have good results, and we've also reinstated the Keep Conyers Rockdale Beautiful Committee, which is headed by our own Commissioner Tawanya Smith. With this increased effort behind cleanliness and beautification, we're proud to announce we have a full committee that is ready to begin work, and they've already had their first meeting, and make this a more beautiful place to live. We've also created the Water, Sewer, and Stormwater Advisory Council to help protect one of our county's most valuable assets, water. At the beginning of the year, I created a business innovation team to explore opportunities to recruit retailers and high-end restaurants. This is a common need that citizens in our community repeatedly ask for. So that committee is still ongoing and still working on recruiting those partners. Additionally, a citizen-led planning and zoning team focused on ordinance changes and text amendments that would help improve our future land use plan and to ensure smart growth for Rockdale County. Additionally, I formed a citizens financial oversight team. This was something that was very, very important to me since we heard this as a repeated need in the community during the campaign season. This committee provided not just oversight and review of key financial policies, they had very detailed feedback and information that made it important for the bottom line in Rockdale County. These suggestions and work with our staff has already resulted in over $1.8 million in savings for taxpayers. We're very excited about this news and hope to continue our efforts to make tax bills in our community more palatable for our citizens. Also, within our first 90 days as a board, we were able to continue to work together in collaboration. We had partnered last year, working together in a unified effort, and so we're seeing that partnership continue this year in a more effective leadership for our whole Board of Commissioners. We also restructured and reclassified positions within the county. Additionally, we improved oversight for travel, training, and spending overall. And while we're still in the process of reviewing more ways in which we can work even harder to be good stewards of the taxpayers in Rockdale County, we want to make sure that you know each step along the way you can trust us. As a board, we recognized early on that this work cannot be done alone, and we involve collaboration and coordination with our other elected officials and community organizations. We appreciate the recent actions by the Board of Education in seeking ways and opportunities to lower the impact of the millage rate on families while enhancing the school system's leadership and investing in the future of our children. We also appreciate the work of Sheriff Eric Levitt and his office for keeping our community safe while striving to hold those individuals accountable that create chaos and fear, and for employing preventative strategies with neighborhoods and the youth. I'd also like to thank our district attorney, Alicia Johnson, who uses proactive measures to keep our youth on the basketball court instead of on the street, and seeks sentencing options that are fair and just. And last, I want to thank Rockdale's new Chief Superior Court Judge, Nancy Bills. Her work in the accountability court programs has been recognized well outside of the limits of Rockdale County. We are also fortunate to have her serving as the chair on the Governor's Criminal Justice Coordinating Council. Those are just a few examples of our hardworking elected officials doing exceptional work for our community. I am deeply grateful and humble to the citizens of Rockdale County who put your trust in me to serve as your chair and CEO. With over 30 years of business experience and serving 2 terms as your Rockdale County Commissioner, as well as your state senator, I want to make sure you know how important this community is to me. Being homegrown in our community will continue to allow me to serve you at the highest level. And with your confidence in me and your belief in our shared vision, without that, none of this would be possible. I will continue to be a servant leader and partner in progress, working alongside each of you to build a stronger, more resilient Rockdale County. As I conclude, we are committed to setting the standard in Rockdale County, which has to include one of the most key elements and the foundation of this administration, as you've heard today, which is trust. Trust with our staff, trust with our elected officials, and trust with our neighboring governments and organizations. But most importantly, trust with you, the people of Rockdale County. So, let us move forward with purpose. Let us build boldly. Let us lead bravely and serve humbly. To sustain what we love, to elevate what we need, and to transform all that's possible. Through sustainable practices, well thought out economic development strategies, and unwavering trust and transparency, we will pave the way for a community that thrives today and flourishes tomorrow. Thank you, Rockdale County, and God bless.